Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of Spiritfarer. Just a quick note before we go in. I didn't bring it up for episodes 2 or 3, but we continue to not be able to find any way to fix the microphone crackle. It is unique to this game. No other game that we've streamed in the last week or 2 weeks has had it. During that time we've played a bunch of Anno 1800, The Riftbreaker, some Age of Wonders 4, and even some... Oh gosh, why am I completely forgetting the name of Dying Light 2? There's just something about this game that causes the microphone to crackle. We've tried a variety of different settings and filters, and it just is the way that this game is put together. As noted in the first episode, there's like threads that you can find out there about it. It's not common because there's not a lot of call to be using a microphone in Spiritfarer, except if you want to stream it. So it's not like a big deal. It doesn't render it unlistenable, but I just wanted to acknowledge that we know about it, and unfortunately there doesn't seem to be a fix. If anybody knows of one, I would be happy to implement it during the playthrough. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump in here. We're going to continue right where we left off. 11% of all... Yes, single player. Request completed. And so we're going to talk with... give me 1 second. This is... I have absolutely no idea. I remember the voice, but this character is... We've got Uncle Atoll, we've got Gwen, Stella's my character, Daffodil's the cat, and Summer is the snake. I do not remember this character's name right now. Maxine is saying that it is late for her and she should sleep soon. Well, Maxine, to the extent that we can, like, lull you to sleep with the dulcet piano of Spiritfarer, I'd be happy to do that, and thank you very much for being here. I'm very glad that you had a good Monday so far. I'd like to talk about my Monday because it was both very long and extremely productive. It was... I'm worried even at this late hour of jinxing it, but I really had a great day as far as work goes, so we'll see how it goes. Perfect, says this character. Hey, we're here. Let's see if he's around. Oh, did we arrive someplace? I thought that we were about to leave someplace. Anyway, it is bedtime, so we're gonna go in here. Sleep until morning, yes. I know... Oh, okay. Hold on, everybody. This is... Sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Hopefully, through the magic of editing, we can cut out some of that dead air. Just a small event happening here, but we got that taken care of. And hello to Doctor and Hickey. I hope that both of you have also had a good Monday. We have only just gotten into the world of Spiritfarer, and I had to step away for a quick second, but we are back on track. Yep, all we did was come down the ladder here a little bit. So, I guess we just arrived... Oh, can we look at the map? Yeah, so we just got here then. Let's go talk with our friendly neighborhood lion. Oh, that's right, we gotta ring the bell. Oh, let's chat with Summer as well. Stella, my stomach is rumbling. Would you have anything to nibble on? So, well, hold on, we've never had strawberries before. It's healthy, and it's vegetables, so we know that she'll like it. Oh, thank you. I was quite hungry. Also, can I have a hug? You're sweet. Okay, so I feel like she does need a home. Recently hugged. We gave her some food. Okay. Also, look at Uncle Atoll. He is raring to go today. Get your planks! I made some planks for you, Stella. Enjoy! Oh. Okay, come back. Wait, I wasn't done talking to you. Okay, he seems pretty hungry. Let's give him... Do we have like a meal size... Well, here's meal size regular. How about some bouillabaisse? The service on this ship is incredible. Also, oh, I don't feel like a hug. Okay, yeah, he's in a pretty good mood. And he made some planks, but we do know that as the characters get into a better mood, they will give us things, but I don't know if we have to pick those up from him or if those just go directly into our inventory. Okay, and before we go anyplace, let me just water the plants, because that... Oh, or pick the plants. Yes, I will put more things in there once we get things watered. Okay, and I honestly don't know what I do and don't have, but I do know that linen... Well, I'm already growing some linen, which is actually a good reason to grow more. Because linen takes a long time to grow. We can always play our Grow the Linen song. Yeah, let's go Odd Seed. If you'd shown me a game that looks like this, that has these colors, that is animated this way when I was like 10 years old, I would have said, no, it can't be. There's no way that a game could look this good. It would. Oh, I'm really hungry, actually. So, hold on. Do we know what she likes? Oh, we don't. We don't have any idea. Okay, well, she's starving, so let's give her a big meal. How about some paella? Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you, Munchkin. Let's talk. Hey, don't be afraid. You're so pretty, Munchkin. You remind me so much of how I used to be when I was younger. I used to wear a red ribbon in my hair, just like the magazines. The boys always noticed me, you know? I could have had Tony, the barber's son. He was great! He was also quite rich and had a red convertible. Or even Al, the ski champion. Oh, Al, he had the nicest butt. But Giovanni, Giovanni. Whatever I did, whatever happened, he always made me smile. His eyes looked like shooting stars and his hair smelled like morning dew. But enough of this. Daydreaming won't get us nowhere. Let's do something productive. Aren't your crops in need of water? Actually, they're not. I just took care of that. So, let's give a hug. A hug brightens my day. Oops, I didn't mean to talk more. Yeah, I don't know what to do about Atol's banging. Here's my guess. It's either that they don't like their abode is so close to the sawmill, or like once we get Atol like a padded hammer or something, then it won't be like it might be progression related, or it might be size related, where eventually it'll be like, oh, just move them further away from where Atol does his work. I wonder how many mushrooms I walked past before realizing that there were mushrooms in the game. But yeah, the other day, let's see, who was it? I think it was Jelly Buns. Jelly Buns said, hey, why don't we raid... I asked, and Jelly Buns said, let's raid over to Play Carrington. Well, it turns out that Play Carrington that day, a streamer here on Twitch, was streaming Dragon Slayer, one of the many ports of Dragon Slayer, and just the way that game is animated, I remember thinking, like, there's no way this could be a game. Like, there's got to be some trick to it. And indeed there is. You're just watching, like, pre-rendered graphics. And there's something like this that, like, just... It looks amazing to me. Like, my youthful mind from back in the day just could not process that a game looks this way. Olga said in her letter that Giovanni could have been around. Knowing him as I do, I have my doubts. He wouldn't linger in a place like this, but who knows? Maybe if you ask around, we might find a clue or two? I'll leave you to it. I don't want to go too far. The humidity here is killing me. Go. I trust you'll find interesting stuff. Oh. Who? I don't remember his name. That knight didn't call for names, if you know what I mean. I do remember his legs, though. Oh, brother. Wait, he has a wife? He didn't say anything about it. He did say that he was going to Furagawa. Well, if you ever meet up with him, tell him that Eileen misses him. Oh. Well, hold on. I want to talk to everybody else, though. I could spit off tall buildings forever, on the off chance that I might hit someone right in the head. I never seem to run out of spit. This small bridge isn't up very high. Nobody ever swims down there. Still, it's pretty satisfying to spit. I'm fully equipped. I've got my mouth. I've got my bottle of water. I'm ready, and I've got the spirit to do it for years. Well, it's your afterlife here. Then again, it's also everybody else's afterlife, and I don't think they'd like to be spit on. I'll be picking some wood, helping to do some work on this later. You already talked to me, though. I'm sorry, I haven't really been paying attention to what kind of logs that we're getting off of this. Is this oak? Yes, it is. Okay, well, we can always use more oak, apparently. Okay, awesome strawberries. I keep, like, do you think I'm releasing it too early? Is it so precise that if you do it exactly right, you'll always break it in one hit? Or do you think there's an upgrade to it? Yeah, see, that was like an eighth of a second longer, and I dropped my Everlight. Okay, that's as far as we can go, although... Okay, I didn't know if there was something else back there. I thought I saw, like, a little glimmer. So now we've explored the whole island, and the very first person that we talked to intimated that they knew Giovanni, who is this character's ex-husband, I think. He was here, you say, and he met someone? No. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Okay, maybe I do. But just a tiny bit. Only where he went. Furagawa, you say? I think I know where that is. I heard it's a lovely place. Well, at least that's what the brochure said. I've always loved these colorful flyers. They make you travel without leaving your seat. All right, Munchkin, let's go check it out. We got a new destination. So one thing that I was thinking about this game, and maybe I'll learn to regret this next statement, I don't think this game is one that's going to have a lot of grinding. Like, I've been making special trips here and there to, like... What's the phrase that I wanted to say? Get some extra glims, get some extra crafting materials. I feel like this game is probably just as chill as its art style indicates, which is, if we just sort of pick things up, if we're conscientious about doing things as we go, I think it's going to be perfectly fine. I think that if we spend a lot of time grinding for stuff, we're just going to wind up with like 800 of things that we don't actually use. So I'm going to keep the garden busy and stuff, but unless I have a need, I think, for, oops, bright jelly or the lightning in a bottle. I mean, if the opportunity comes up, I'll go out and get it. But on the whole, I think that we can probably just go on. Yeah, Gwen's still in her room. And I know that where we want to go is Furagawa. Like, we would set that course. But let's also... Hold on, have I done just regular rice? Rice with nothing else? Shellfish, stew, grain salad. I think that's rice and a veggie. Okay, so let's just do regular rice. I have, as far as I can remember, never had wonton soup that was not absolutely delicious. Okay, she doesn't have anything else to say. Okay, Furagawa it is. We sort of spent all day here, most of the day here. Furagawa, is this here? No. Although, like, I do want to stop here. I don't perceive a lot of value in... Ooh. Okay, so we can't go to the Kalkstein mines as far as I know because we have to get across this, and I'm willing to bet that's an ice sheet and that we need to get the ice breaker in order to do it. So we can also see about going here. Oh, that's actually Furugawa. What was up here then? The Kalkstein mines. So we don't know where the ice barrier could go up here or it could swing down here. Either way, let's... Okay, I'm pretty sure that we already unlocked that. I don't think we need to visit the Wandering Merchant. So let's go to here, and then we'll go here. Doctor's asking... Oh, and by the way, chat just reconnected, so it is conceivable that some messages were missed with my apologies. Doctor's asking, have you ever played Bug Snacks? I have not. I heard really good things about it. I want to say that we probably have that on PlayStation 5. I think it's also available on Steam. And with the upgrades that we did earlier in the year, I think it would be fairly straightforward to at least give a shot. So I would love to do an audition stream of it. Okay. Soul. There's one particular fish, and I don't remember it. Oh, hold on. There's one particular fish, I think I'll remember it when I see it, but it's for a quest. I think specifically for the junk dealer.
I've got a surprise!
Also, I mentioned Age of Wonders 4 earlier. In Age of Wonders 4, the salamander character is a frog person just like this, because it's the closest that there is to a salamander. He's not that hungry, so let's give him some popcorn. Okay, and he says he has a surprise.
I was hungry as usual, so I did something about it. I went outside the boat and gathered some berries, but I went a little overboard. I have too much. Here you go. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, we got some extra berries. Rice is still in the cooker. I wonder if you can combine rice and strawberries. I mean, I know that you can in real life. Hello to Fox McCloud. It looks like it's about to be bedtime. If we can make it to port, that'll be cool. And if not, then we'll continue on our way tomorrow. We've got nothing but time. Foxing, wow, 2 entire strawberries. Hey, that's 2 more than I had before. And he could have just mashed those under his fins. Okay, I honestly don't know if we arrived or if we ran out of time because they both sort of happened at the same time. Oh, we did arrive. Okay, but it's nighttime, so we're gonna turn in. Also, I just want to, like, acknowledge the way that the moon shafts or the sun shafts go around the buildings and the other parts of the boat. It looks fantastic. It's such a subtle thing that, I don't know, I think that they did a banger job on that. So, do we want to wake everybody up? We don't actually have a reason for them to be here. But then again, we might miss out on something if we don't wake them up. Plain rice. All right, let's try a new recipe. Let's put on some rice, and can we do fruit? Or mushrooms. Considered a veggie when used in the kitchen. And then we've got lettuce. I do not know where I got lettuce from. Hold on. Recipes. You know what would be great on this screen? The ability to filter by, like, recipes that we know we've done with rice. Coffee, fish and veggie, fish and grain. So fish curry might be like fish and rice. Crustacean and veggie is bisque. Grain salad is veggie or mushroom. Okay, so I don't think that we need to do the rice and the mushroom then. green and shellfish. Savory veggie. Oh, I don't think that I know what a savory veggie is compared to a regular veggie. Regular fruit. Okay, so what else can I mix rice with then? Now I don't remember if we did crustaceans. You know what? Instead of the rice, why don't we just cook some lettuce and see what we get? Hello to Jab and Funbear and Borlak. Funbear, how have you been? Like I know that you've been busy. I know that you got a whole family and stuff. I just hope that your 2023 has been going really well. Borlak is saying you always start streaming when I'm about to go to bed. How dare you live somewhere foreign? Borlak, I wanted to say that I got a chance to hang out in your TTRPG stream over the weekend where you were doing some Tailspire. That product really looks amazing. I know that I say this every time, but Tailspire appears to be what I would most enjoy interacting with about a virtual tabletop. It looks really great. It seems to be highly configurable. The players never have any difficulty about navigating, and it's there not to be a CRPG, but just to help visualize where you are and what's going on. I think it's great. And hello to Jab. Funbear is doing great. Just got better internet so I can watch Twitch now. That's fantastic. Okay, so I feel like anybody who's gonna come... Oops. Anybody who's gonna come aboard, or ashore... Oh, wow. That would not be fun for me, the hug. Yeah, I just wanted everybody to be awake in case we needed to bring them on the boat. Well, like I was saying, Tailspire is very good, but it's alpha, so it's not perfect and can be fiddly. It also takes a fair amount of time to create the boards. Well, yours are worth the effort, I'll say that. Your streams are a great, like, proof of concept for what that product can do. And I suspect... Oh, hi. I suspect, like, most creators, most designers... You're probably like, oh man, like this, and that could be better. But I'm telling you as a viewer, I think it looks really good. And I think what's really valuable about it is your players, you and your players may have a vibrant theater of the mind going on so they know where you are. But when somebody new stops by the stream, they can immediately see with their eyes where you are and what's going on. And I think that's really valuable. Oh, hello there, young lady. How are we doing? Oh, yes, right. Perhaps you can help me. You must have stumbled upon a fluffy sheep down on the loose down there. This person's voice will develop as we learn more about them. I tried getting it back in its closure, but the stubborn creature wouldn't listen to me. Chance is on your side. Its weak spot is its gluttony, so it will definitely follow anyone who would feed it. Would you be a dear and give it a try? 1 shoop, 2 sheep. Oh, we can't get in there. And we can see like a bucket of goodies in there. Jab is saying, oh, I did not actually see this up here until I was coming up here. Citrine. Jab is saying savory of food belong to the category that is salty or spicy rather than sweet. I feel like leeks have a very strong flavor. Would a leek be considered a savory? You know what? Hold on. Let's go get the sheep. I feel like leeks have a strong flavor, but I could be wrong. How do we... The category that is salty or spicy rather than sweet. Well, a lemon is neither salty nor spicy. Also, that's not food now that I think about it. I think coffee's pretty savory. Oh, we got tea leaves at some point. I didn't know that we had that. And then we've got some more. Oh, cherry seeds. Why do I have these? And this has not come up. We must have to build like an orchard or something. Now that I think about it, I think that I saw orchard in the build list for the boat. Oh, feed. Well, if I was a sheep, I would probably like some turnips. Wait, do I have to keep feeding it or will it follow me? Okay. How great, it's following you. Now just lead it to its enclosure next to the pier. Or follow me, I'm going there. You know, I feel like we could have saved several steps if I had just given you the food, and then you had fed the sheep, and then you could have taken the sheep anywhere you wanted. Oh, we haven't gone far enough. Yep. No! We ran out of follow time. Have... What do I have a lot of? Have a carrot. Wait, it is the enclosure down by the pier, though. Is this it? What? Oh, that was the enclosure, I guess. I thought it was just like a random fence. Jab is saying, savory is a word I've seen used for a long time, and to tell the truth, it did not mean what I thought it did. I'm still not entirely convinced of what it means. Salty or spicy. So, like, if you eat a chili pepper, is that savory? I guess I would think of savory like I think of like meat when it's like juicy and well cooked. That's what I would think of as being savory, but not because it's salty or spicy, but because it's like juicy and full. I guess that's what I thought savory meant. It followed you all the way to its home, always following your stomach, aren't you, little guy? Tee-hee. My sons were just like that. Don't you think it looks lonely? Maybe that's why it left. I'm going to keep it company, don't worry, but maybe... Well, if you found another stray sheep, you could bring it back here. They could entertain each other. Well, if it's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, I'm Alice, by the way. Very nice meeting you. So, no spoilers, but based on the silhouette, do we have any guesses as to what this creature might be? I'm thinking like an otter? Or it could be like a penguin with like a beak sort of facing up and to the right. It could be like a penguin. Anyway, as far as I know, there's no other sheep on this island, but there is the mine to explore. Here's what I suspect. We have to... if we find a sheep on another island, or maybe we can buy one someplace. No, this... No, is not a thing. If we find another sheep, then maybe we can lure it onto the boat and bring it back here. Ronan says, yes, spoilers, it's an emu. See, Ronan either knows and is not spoiling it, or he does know. What the hell? This is not where I expected to find her. Or he does know, and now if it's an emu, like he's really gambling on the fact that like it's not going to be an emu. Because if it is, then he knows it'll be like, hey, wait a second, that was a spoiler. I have no idea what she likes to eat. Have we tried grilled veggie? How about this? Hey, thank you, Munchkin. Okay, now, has not recently been hugged, so let's try that now. Ronan is saying, if I end up being right, I will accept that timeout. That will be a very surprising silhouette for an emu. I will share that thought. But yeah, I've had that exact thought from time to time where I'll be playing something and I'll make this what feels to me to be like an incredibly unlikely prediction. And then it occurs to me, well, wait, what if this is correct? What if I've accidentally, like, predicted the correct answer? It's so unlikely. People be like, oh my god, Angel looked it up. Angel knew and he's just pretending. He's being, oh, nuts. What was the name of that? No one's gonna know what I'm talking about. The contestant, the former contestant on... There's a door right there. The former contestant on Survivor who... Yep, hold on. There's like a... Okay, so we've got a secret area up here. I should finish this thought. It's Jeff somebody, not Jeff Probst. Oops. And it was like some all-star season or something. And dude wrote a TV guide article, quote unquote, predicting what he thought the boot order was going to be, and just happened to be 100% correct down to the order of everything. Okay. So, this is clearly something that I'm not equipped to do yet. I don't have like a hat parachute or anything. But we did see another way as we fell. So I think that if we hug the wall to the right... Oh, really? Okay. I think if we hug the wall to the right, we'll be able to get into that area. So I'm going to try to do it one more time. Merriam-Webster says that, but also says pleasing to the sense of taste or smell, especially by reason of effective seasoning. That is more to what I thought it was. Yeah, that sounds like how I feel like it's been used. So I want to fall here and like go to the right. We may not be able to do it without like a parachute of some kind. Which, like, based on the design of the hat, I'm going to say that... Okay, and that's where that goes. Now, do I want to go that way again? Because it did seem like maybe if I jumped across, there was going to be something more. I'm going to say, like, I don't think that I'm going to be able to find all the stuff that's here. So let me try jumping across. Okay, I just wanted to see if there might be something there. And then what we didn't search very much was the area at the bottom of this shaft. Oh, except that this is it. Okay, I've searched everything over here. Oops. Okay, I didn't go to the right, though. Whoops. Okay, I don't see very much to the right. I am pushing X just in case. I can't jump. I can't climb on anything that I can find. I feel like this is a dead end. And there could also be some sort of other upgrade we get to be able to see behind the foreground. Like a little X-ray bubble at some point. Really? Okay. Oh, hold on. We found the picnic area. Oh, Daffodil doesn't come up? Hold on, Daffodil. Come on, jump. You can make it. No, she won't come up here. Well, if there's one thing that cats hate, it is climbing. Okay, this is as far as I can go here. So I guess I'm going to predict that this is probably just the fast way. Yeah. Okay, so no new sheep. Oh, hold on. I'm glad I looked around a little bit more. Found an old carpet stuffed inside that fishbowl. It is nighttime. And they're still locking their curtain. I think that if we're to find a sheep, it's going to be on another island, and maybe we'll lure it onto the boat, and then we can bring it here. Also, did it put into the quest log... Find a second sheep and escort it back to Mount Toriyama's enclosure. I don't think that there's one on the island. Furagawa Tours. There we go. Greetings from Furagawa. Experience the wonders of the great outdoors. You can now take a tour of the city, see the shops, visit our shrine, take in the sights. Available now in Furagawa. I don't need that. I need to go upstairs. Well, hold on. The food just got done. I'll say this. Savory is a delicious making word. What? Wait, what did I cook? Why is it questionable? I don't remember what I cooked. Hold on. Questionable meal. Is this when you combine two things that are, like, they just don't go together? Did we mix together, like... Well, raspberries go with everything. Chocolate and steak. I don't know what doesn't go with chocolate. I think chocolate and steak probably wouldn't be that bad as long as it wasn't a super sweet chocolate. So this does not have any ingredients attached. So whatever I did, I really regret not being able to remember what I put in there. Because now I run the risk of just ruining more food. Let's make some tea. And you cannot make anything else with tea. So let's just go ahead and put in both. I was going to say, if this had a very long cook time, as everybody knows, tea takes multiple days to steep. Cup of tea. A meal in itself. I could cook one strawberry, but I'm pretty sure that's just going to get us the thing. I don't remember if we just cooked a leek by itself. And that's going to take long enough that we will, in fact, go to sleep. I bet it'll be done by morning. Boy, I cannot remember that guy's name. It's Jeff something. He also rather famously outed another Survivor contestant. Wow, I'm not great with proper names today. Rather famously outed Jeff Varner. Wow, that was a real journey. Yeah, Jeff Varner outed another Survivor contestant during one of the tribal councils, and even if you don't give a crap about Survivor, that clip is interesting to watch. Have I cooked just a soul? I'm pretty sure that I have. I don't know if I want to do one more thing with my lettuce. Let's cook this. Okay. It's early morning. We're not any place that we need to be. I'm going to let everybody sleep in. I don't know if we're not supposed to do that. Let's continue on towards, our next goal, if we can. Also, I have no idea what the green area is. I don't think that we've been through this yet. So, we'd go here and get some sort of, nebula pill bugs. Well, that sounds horrifying. And now we can see, I think that the ice does go up that way. So here's what we're going to do. Let's visit the nebula pill bugs, and then we'll go to Hoseki Quarry. I do kind of want to clean the side of the boat, though. It'll stop for us. I figure if we just do this regularly, we won't ever have to worry about not having access to those materials. Oh, I should check the crops as well. They might be very dry this morning. I still have the bad habit of wanting to look at chat while I'm fishing, but that's a holdover from back before the line. Okay, so this is a thing. Maybe I should have woken everybody up. Good morning, he says. How does he know it's morning? Hey, everybody. Am I supposed to do something with this eclipse? Okay, we haven't done any corn for a while. Well, if I was supposed to do something there, I missed the opportunity. But yeah, while we're going, like, there was a meeting at work today. The purpose of it was, frankly, pretty cryptic. And as I've described, so we went right the hell through something. I don't know if we were supposed to stop at the Nebula Pillbug place, but I didn't, so I don't know if we didn't get anything there. Let's plant some more lettuce. And then we had the meeting today, and it was basically, as far as I can tell, just keep doing what you're doing. It was a little surprising. I don't know if this is just being done all over the place at the organization that we're at, but it was, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. Everything's good. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks. We'll go ahead and do that. So that's just an example of like, yeah, the day went really well. Something that people, including me, were curious and a little stressed out about turned out to not be a thing at all. Which is, on that note, one of the reasons that I've said recently, like, hey, man, hey, I want to give him the questionable meal, not because I don't like him. I just want to know, like, he seems to eat pretty much anything we give him. How does he feel about this? This is hot garbage. I just like what a big smile that he has. Yeah, he doesn't want that. Okay, let's give him, what's her face is down in the dumps. How about a cup of tea?
I had a hankering for this. I haven't had a hug lately.
Yeah, Ronan is saying a cryptic meeting, not liking where this is going. And it felt like the meeting was happening for us because the meeting needed to happen with others. And I don't know. Shellfish stew. I don't know that we've given her this. Hey, thank you, Munchkin. Let's see. Was recently hugged. Doesn't like the banging. Doesn't seem to care at all about the food that we gave her. Talk? I can't wait for my cabin to be ready. It's gonna be so pretty. Don't get me wrong. The guest house is pretty cozy. Just a bit small and busy and smelly. Some of us could use a bath, I think. But I'm not judging. Okay, so we've done our crops, we've interacted with people. We're gonna stop here. Okay. This is not where I would expect to be having just hopped off the boat. Oh, there it is. Sorry, the boat is actually right below me. So this is where I might expect to be. Okay, so I can't... There we go. I don't know why I couldn't double jump. You'll forgive me if after the previous location I check for secret passages anywhere it occurs to me. No, I know that game. I'm not... Like, the fact that I'm failing isn't because I don't know what to do. It's that I'm trying to overjuice the axe. Sure, let's focus on up first. Oh, hello.
Hey, all right, you gotta get it together, Gregory. This is your day. Today's all about digging. Any problems you have, you can leave at the door. This is a new day. Big breath.
This seems like a large area. I'm just trying to, like, map it out inside my head. I can't push this, can I? Okay. So there are some mushrooms. We still don't have the ability to interact with this. Just double check. No. All right. So, yeah, we're going to get some sort of paraglider, hat parachute trick or something. Watch it be something, like her pants. Like she just, like, balloons those and gets to jump around. Like, it'll be the one thing that I'm not thinking of. You know what would be fantastic? What if Daffodil, like, she grabs, like, the front and back legs of Daffodil, and Daffodil is so fluffy that she catches the wind. Yep, hold on. We found a secret passage. And a miniature diorama. I always thought dioramas were really cool. I had absolutely no desire to make one myself. Oh. Old painting and a diamond. Okay, we just retired from being a Spiritfarer. we have all the money we need now. Happy early retirement. When you don't see the sun, you can imagine it's always noon. That's what my boss says at meetings. So there's a book here. Oh, we can hug the cat, but I can't interact with the book. No, and although it does look like that might go some... Oh, see, as soon as I say...
Oh no. Listen, I've been working here for 10 years. I dug this little hole to read a few months ago. Don't tell anyone. You need to play it cool. I can't lose this job. I also can't afford to work that hard. My back really hurts. Take this. Call it a bribe if you want.
1,000 glims? I wasn't going to tell anybody about your reedy hidey hole anyway. Oh, hey, Daffodil. Okay. That was just like a fun bonus, it looks like.
Hey, here's 1,000 glims. Don't tell anybody about my reedy hole.
Okay. Boy, it still looks like a crystal that we can have. Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on?
My manager is really stressed out. He told me to be quiet today. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Management is coming today. I better make a good impression. I've been practicing my business face and all. Hopefully they notice me in all this darkness. From this mine to the boardroom. Moving on up. Boy, she likes weird caves.
I'm picking up some more. I don't need any food. But maybe a hug, because I haven't had one of those lately.
No, Okay, so I feel like we've seen everything up here. We already went here. Yeah, so the cables around the light, those give a pretty good indication, I think, of where the secret passages will be. Yep, we got this one. No more cables in here. Okay, and I just don't remember if I looked everywhere up here. I feel like I probably did. Yeah, that little crack, see that up there? That's weird to me. And we can't push this. In a different video game, like if this was Limbo, I feel like we'd be able to push that to get where we want to go. But while we're going, was it this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. So we watched a video that was a roundtable discussion with the principal cast of Star Trek Enterprise. This may have happened about a year ago. It's actually not super vague on when the event actually happened, but it was uploaded a little over a year ago, and I guess it was done for the 10th anniversary of Star Trek Enterprise. and they had basically, as far as I can remember, the entire principal cast and one of the co-creators and lead writers, Brandon Braga. Hold on one second. I think I'm supposed to train that guy over there. I really don't feel like it. I've been really tired over the past week or so. I can't sleep at night. Let's just hope he gets the hang of the job without my help. And the number one thing, god damn it, it was a weird get-together. Like, the tone in the room seemed like it started off really jovial, and then Brandon Braga was like, so, what has everybody always wondered? Like, what's a really uncomfortable question that you never felt like asking? What are your feelings on how disappointed you were with the show and what you wish that other people had done differently? It's like, he just comes into it with this, here's a chance for everybody to get the chips off their shoulder, really vent all their frustrations, and it didn't feel like anybody else in the room came to it for that. It was an interesting discussion. It was not just a bunch of people standing around and slapping themselves in the back that they all had such a great job making the show. Back to work, I suppose. Was there one more person? Did I see somebody walk over here? Oh.
It's my first day on the job. I have no idea what I'm doing. No one is training me. This place is falling apart.
Instead, they did wind up talking about things that really frustrated or irritated them about the show, although I feel like a lot of it was much more constructive than maybe Brandon Braga had expected. For one thing, and without saying anything about what the finale was, just in case somebody here wants to see it someday and doesn't want spoilers, I won't talk about it, but we were actually talking during the recent Dying Light 2 stream about, like, oh man, shows with really bad finales. Star Trek Enterprise, every single person in that room, including the person who wrote it, did not like the ending to Star Trek Enterprise. It was very rushed. Oh, look at this. I bet, yeah, look at the, hold on, look at that shine that goes up there. There's another tool here that we don't have. Some sort of zip line thing. Yep. Okay, so we cannot do this yet. And I guess that gets asked of them a lot at the conventions. I've never gone to a Star Trek convention, but I value knowing what questions they always get, because I don't want to be the person who asks for the 800th time, hey, so the ending, the finale episode, was pretty bad, wasn't it? Like, they've all heard that. It was interesting to me to hear about how it came about. And one of the things that they talked about at the roundtable that was interesting, Jab says that he stopped watching the second season. Yeah, Jab, apparently everybody did. That's one of the things that they talk about. Midway through the second season, they decided to change course. This is one of the things that they discussed. Scott Bakula's there, and he talks to Brandon Braga about the meeting that they had, where midway through the second season, they called him up and they said, we need to change the direction of the show. This is the way we're thinking of going. And that set up like a different tone through the second half of the second season, and then the third and fourth seasons were markedly different, and I would submit a lot better. Well, it turns out that is not in any way an uncommon opinion, and everybody in the room agreed that the show wound up going off the air right around the time that it had really started to find its feet. And yeah, I might have said in the past on various streams season 5. There is no season 5 of Enterprise. For some reason in my head, I always think that it went 5 seasons. No, it went 4 seasons. And the 4th season was very, very good. I enjoyed the vast majority of the 4th season, absent, of course, that finale. But yeah, Jeb, one of the specific things that they talk about is, everybody stopping watching during the second season. What's interesting, though, is that it still had the highest ratings of anything on UPN at the time. So one of the other questions that they quote-unquote get all the time is, why was it canceled? And it seems that the answer is primarily although it had the best ratings on UPN, UPN was an ailing network, and it was still too expensive to. It was no more expensive than any other Star Trek show had been, but it was still more expensive than other shows were. So even though it was one of their highest, one of the network's highest rated things, it was still too expensive to proceed. Yeah, Jab is saying, didn't it get canceled unexpectedly and they had to do something quick? Yeah, they actually identified the exact episode where they were informed. So, I'm sorry, let me do one more pass through here, because I did not find any nebula fiber, and it's possible that we needed to have one of the crew members awake to tell us what to do. It's also possible that we cannot do this yet, but I just want to give it a shot. Yeah, specifically, it was during I think it was a 2-part episode, In a Mirror Darkly, was the exact episode that was in production when they were informed, yeah, you're not going to be back. So whatever you've got left, get it out there right now. The other thing that was interesting about the roundtable is, so of all the actors, one of them is Anthony Montgomery. And I want to say this very clearly and very carefully. So I'm just going to pause here for 1 second because I really want to make sure this part is heard. If you were to only see Star Trek Enterprise, you would be forgiven for believing that Anthony Montgomery is not a good actor. He is a very good actor if you see him in anything else. He is capable of so much more than what they allowed him to do on that show. And that's another thing that came up. It wasn't like, oh man, everybody who watches the show says that I'm a garbage actor. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Okay, I still don't know what to do with that though. Okay, so everybody should have been awake. We are now in the middle of the pill bug zone. I pressed X and nothing happened on that. So one of the stories that they shared is there's an episode where, again, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's one specific episode where, let's say the character of Travis Mayweather, the character that Anthony Montgomery played, got some bad news. And they did a take where he, as he put it all out there. Like, he really had a very strong emotional reaction, and I guess he was acting opposite Scott Bakula, and Scott Bakula, like, really fed it back, and they had a very powerful scene. And then I guess when he got brought in, I guess they did another take that was much less emotional, because like the director was like, well, let's try it this way as well. Anthony Montgomery talked about, like, he had to go in for that episode to do some ADR, some additional dialogue recording for like things that just didn't come out clear or whatever. And the editors of the show showed it to him and said, we need you to see this because this is what we wanted to go with, and we're not allowed to use this much more emotional take. And this is 10 years later, and it still seemed to bother him in a way that I completely understand, that he had a much more powerful take. And he said that the reason he was given by the showrunner, and this is clarified during this thing, is probably having come directly from Rick Berman, quote, Starfleet officers aren't supposed to be that emotional. I don't want to spoil the plot element of it, but believe me, you too would be emotional under these circumstances. When you join the military, you don't have the emotion center of your brain carved out with a scalpel. You're still a human being. And the idea that that was the reason used, that like he wasn't allowed to have an emotional reaction to this news and he had to play it very like stiff upper lip, that is so frustrating to me watching this. I am so frustrated for him on his behalf as well as for me as a viewer. So there's nothing that we can do here in the land of nebula pill bugs. Not yet anyway. So we're going to keep going. Jab was pretty disgusted with it. You have the whole galaxy there and decided we will make it about time travel. Guess what's another topic that came up during the show, Jab? Like, yeah, the whole, sorry, we want to go to Furugawa. Like I said, let's not worry about, then again, he's right there. let's get some quartz. I know that I said that I wasn't going to do grinding, but it's just so convenient to get the quartz while he's there, and then we'll know that we won't have to worry about it. So, Jab, just so that you know, that whole time travel thing, forced upon them by the network. Here's an interesting detail that I found out about Star Trek Enterprise that I had not known. Apparently, in the original version, like the original like story treatment they did, the entire first season, or at least the first half of the first season, was supposed to be all about Captain Archer assembling the crew. It was going to take place entirely on Earth. It was supposed to be an in-depth look at the state of planet Earth during this particular time in Star Trek history. It was going to be about going around, meeting everybody, meeting like their families, getting a sense for like who they were as people, why they had joined Starfleet. It was supposed to be very, very like human focused. The way they described it, they did not draw this comparison, but I'm making it here. It seems like it was more supposed to be about like the best elements of like Battlestar Galactica, when it's all about the people involved, a very human-based drama, and the actual launching of the Enterprise, they didn't want to have happen until midway through the first season at best. They really wanted to take the time to establish the characters and the stakes of the journey to be the very first crew that was going to head out on this sort of like interstellar journey. And I know that sounds like it might have been slow paced. I honestly think that with this crew, it could have worked really well. I would have loved to see a much more serialized version of the show. And that's one of the things that they talk about. Like, at the time Star Trek Enterprise was made, doing a full-length serialized show just wasn't done. Not the way that it is today. Today, you're very likely to have 13 or maybe 8 episodes of something, and to have a serialized story, something more like what Lost popularized, for example, for network television. Back at the time, it just wasn't a thing. God damn it, I really wanted to see what that was going to be. Well, we've made it somewhere. We're on Furugawa, I think. Nobody wants to talk to me. Well, you know what? I want to talk to them. I want to give everybody a hug. It's been like a... Oh, no, we can't. Everybody's locked away. Oh, but Jab. The whole time travel thing, the network was like, no, we need to do a sequel. We don't even want to do a prequel, but if you must do a prequel, then it still has to be a sequel and have some futuristic stuff in it. Like future, further into the future. Once again. Oh, that's right. The dragon is back. Should we help it? I forgot. I thought that we were at Furugawa. I completely forgot that we were doing this. Oh, right. I can't jump in the head. Okay, well, whatever. We're here. And one of the things that they talk about, Jab, in that is apparently one of the things that Scott Bakula gets asked at conventions when he does them is, hey, whatever happened to that temporal Cold War? What was the payoff for that? What was the story supposed to be? And he's like, I don't know. Like, I didn't write this. You know, he's very polite. Like, Scott Bakula, this is the other thing that came out of this. Scott Bakula is apparently like the coolest dude in the world. The one thing, the overall tone in this room among this cast that seemed to get along with each other very well, and not necessarily with Brandon Braga that well, is everybody in that room, everybody loves Scott Bakula. And one of the things that they talk about is this is very differently structured than it was in the past. Sorry, there's just all sorts of weirdness happening here. Like, and this was not just some like, okay, and we're just gonna stroke everybody's egos for the entire runtime. They did not do this with Linda Park. They did not do this with Connor Trenier. They did not do this with Dominic, unfortunately I'm forgetting his name right at the moment. But for Scott Bakula, people could not stop saying wonderful things about what an awesome human being that is. Incredible. It looks relieved, doesn't it? I wonder what it means. If we're ever to cross this dragon's path again, I think we should help it, however I might feel about it. For now, I need to collect my thoughts. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's why everybody was locked away. We are not at Furugawa. Now we will go to Furugawa. Now, I still don't know if we need to unlock the bus stop. Let's do it just in case. And if we don't have to have a conversation here, it's just like, oh, where would you like to go? I just want to see if it's like, oh, you have to unlock it. I'm willing to bet you guys that just by putting it on the map, that's enough. I'm forgetting Dominic's name. But yeah, everybody, like, it was Jeffrey Combs, veteran Star Trek actor. I think has been in like every Star Trek, usually in several roles, except for maybe like the original series. That dude has done a lot of Star Trek. And he took time. He said, look, I've got to talk about this. We're there at set. Scott Bakula is here. He's got a family of his own at home. It's the middle of the night, and we just finished up a super hard day. And this man does not leave the set until he's gone around and spoken to every single member of the crew. Everyone that works on that show, Scott Bakula took the time to go up to them and say, "Hey, thanks a lot. Like I'll see you again tomorrow. Great work today." Okay. So, do we or do we not need to talk to this seal? And where do I stand to talk to him? Talk? Yeah, okay, so we did not have to stop here. Good enough. Now we shall go to Furugawa. And honestly, like, the reason I'm talking about that part of it right now is not because, like, I'm in love with Scott Bakula. I think it's pretty cool that dude, like, treats people around him really well, and that everybody looked up to him, and that he really helped to, like, set the tone of how things were on set. What strikes me about it is, wouldn't it be awesome to be remembered that way by your coworkers? Set aside being an actor, being on television, being famous, anything like that. Wouldn't it be amazing to 10 years after you work with people, to have them say, you know what? You made my job better. I really valued working with you because of the atmosphere that you brought, the tone that you helped set. That would be amazing. And that's what really struck me about it. And by the way, Scott Bakula very much wanted to stop talking about this. It was very funny about it. Let's go ashore. We've got plenty of time. It's not nighttime yet. All right. We're here. Let's go down. Let's go down indeed to Humble Abode. Oh, actually, no, that's the quest name. We're at Furugawa. There is one more funny thing that happened, but we're gonna have some dialogue here, I'm sure. So we're here to find Giovanni. That's funny. Is it his cologne that I can smell? This peculiar mix of musk and nonchalance. He must have been here recently. Quick, Munchkin, let's ask around. Okay, hold on a second. I just want to see if there's anything else down here. And there's not. This is not like Ori and the Blind Forest or anything, but I have to say, like, the jumping and navigation really feels great. So I either need a grappling hook or some sort of triple jump. Because I'm not going to get up there. Not with this height. Also, Jav is saying the T'Pol decontamination scenes kept me in for a season, but after a while, even that was not enough. Another topic that came up during the thing. Giovanni! That name, don't say that name. He almost broke up my marriage. Came here a month ago. big man, thinking he's the boss. Good thing my wife came to her senses. He apparently didn't like the weather. Good riddance.
Where is my brother? He should be here.
Oh, I wanted to touch this bird. So, it does look like the character whose name I don't remember. It probably says in the menu or something like that. But yeah, according to them, apparently the decontamination scenes were not well received by people. They thought that it was exploitative was the word that was used. And again, for what it's worth, like, Jolene Blaylock is right there and did not weigh in one way or the other. I think the only thing that she said is that she really regretted the fact that I'm going to go with this because it's one of those things that doesn't go anywhere. She really regretted the fact that it felt like they were setting up for a romantic relationship between T'Pol and Connor Trinneer's character, whose name I'm forgetting right now, and that it never went anywhere. It was just something that was teased a couple times, and they never developed. And that's one of the things that all of the actors expressed. Like, our characters didn't get to develop as much as we would have wanted to, and part of that is just, like, the show got cut off. I'm trying to talk. Oh, what impeccable timing. Hold on. I don't know this person's voice, so I am in dire need of assistance. I can tell from your friendly and familiar face that you are undoubtedly the helpful type. Listen, I'm looking to complete this set of 5 traditional wood prints. They date from the Ishiro period, and as such are invaluable. I've found 4 of them, but alas, the last one eludes me. I am certain it is in this very village. Furthermore, I'm absolutely positive that it was recently in the possession of the local shopkeeper, Theodore, but he refuses to even acknowledge its existence. What an irksome little man. Raccoon, tanuki, whatever he is. But with your help, yes, with that sweet little smile of yours and a generally non-threatening attitude, well, I'm sure you can schmooze your way into acquiring that last precious piece. That would be the last missing piece of this slippery puzzle. Well, go ahead, Skipper. I can wait. I can't wait. I can't wait at all. Oh, but this door is locked. I live a simple life. And it's so simple I won't even describe it to you. Oh, a visitor. Welcome to the world-renowned Furugawa Tours. The tour will begin shortly. It takes about 5 minutes and covers the rich history of the city. After, you'll have so many anecdotes about this place. You'll be the life of the party if ever you attend one. Ready? Yes. Perfect. Let's start right away. Hello to Ronan, who has returned time for some Zelda. A powerful symbol. Erected to keep the evil spirits away and bless this island for future generations. You can sometimes see islanders stop by this tree in the middle of their journey home, maybe to remind themselves of a lost brother, their sick child, past lovers. Legend does say that they have heard it talk sometimes. Another piece of this island's rich culture. I personally have never experienced loss. Some say I always think of my personal problems, never thinking about others. Well, no matter. I can, as long as I can carry on doing these tours. So basically, we're going to take a tour of this person's life. Okay, I guess we can run. Since this is a vibrant city, we have a Raccoon Incorporated location. Considered by most to be the finest source of materials and wares, it is also coincidentally the only merchant business in town. Founded by Theodore Raccoon, these shops are a staple of a thriving economy. A fun little fact, anyone who joins Raccoon Incorporated must legally change their name to Theodore. I suppose it's a way to honor their founders, truly a sign of devotion. I myself do not shop at this particular establishment. I make my own clothes and furniture. This isn't particularly noteworthy, but it is a small tidbit in your tour guide life. I don't know why I'm being told to stop that. Also, I'm just going to say that giving us a tour of the local Raccoon Incorporated is like going on a star-studded tour of, I don't know, Minsk and being introduced to the McDonald's. This shrine was built using only the finest metals. From the ashes of the past Guardian Tower, these shrines tell the story of our past, and that story is... give me a second. I'm not sure, actually, which is why it's so important. In my forgetfulness, I remember the purpose of this shrine. The moral being, of course, always remember your heritage. Okay, I kind of like that. A powerful thought. Let's move on. This concludes our tour. Furugawa Tours is grateful for your participation. Thank you for your ears and your patience. Thank you again. A gratuity is expected if you enjoyed the tour. Does 50 glims sound fair? Yes, it does. Amazing. I knew you had an educational spirit. Thank you for believing in my teaching aptitudes. So, this is a moon gate or whatever. So, if we have more orums or whatever, odums. So, yes, we can do it. And the glide, I bet this is it. I'm putting my money right now. Glide is on the hat. X to acquire. Hadoom. While in the air, hold A to glide. Yeah! Hat glide! So, do you think, and this is a rhetorical question, are we supposed to go all the way up there and then can we glide all the way over to the left to get to that thing that we... Oh, no. We're supposed to go up there. I see where we're going. Yeah, we definitely can't make it all the way across the island.
Oh. I never want to go back home. Being here is sublime. If you want to stay at my place, you're more than welcome. Here's my key. If the door stays jammed, you just have to give it a good tug. It always gets stuck. I want to enjoy this view forever.
It's a pretty good view. Hey, do you want to hear the most annoying sound ever? We will move on. Jab says his nephew came... Oh, right. I just want to double check. My nephew came over Sunday and we watched Violent Night. Oh, like is it only called Violent Night? And also, is that the one that has David Harbour? I feel like I heard of this. The Santa exploitation movie. It was surprisingly good. Enjoyed it a lot. Don't mess with a 1,200-year-old Viking. Am I thinking of the right thing? Was David Harbour in that, Jab? Or am I thinking of a totally unrelated thing? Oh! Yep, see, I had a feeling there was going to be something over here that we might want to jet to the left. David Harbour, yes. Okay, signed vintage poster. So I don't think that this guy usually has that much to say.
Well, hello there, customer. Is our catalog not to your satisfaction? Are you interested in some, specialized items? Oh, wood print, you say? Yes, I know it. It sat in my special stock for an eternity, and then suddenly everyone was looking for it. At first, it was this very pedantic person, very rude. And worse, they were haggling on everything. I didn't even tell them of the print, gave them some junk instead. Then later, this giant walrus lady came in and demanded that I sell it to her. A thought crossed my mind to start a bidding war, but she offered some serious coin for it. That lady, let me tell you, she was L-O-A-D-E-D. Anyway, that's all I know about it. I can't help you with the print, but feel free to browse my wares. Okay, so we've advanced the quest, but you would think that if the raccoon wants money, we'd be able to afford it. Oh, look at this pork! We can finally make the pork chops. I don't have another source for this, so let's buy, honestly, like 10. And, well, I don't know where else to buy apple seeds, so we're gonna buy 1 apple seed. We'll buy 5 of those, 5 of those, and then I don't know how much butchering of pigs we're gonna do, so... Okay, we'll do that. We bought 10. Yeah, I bet you're happy about that. I just spent a ton of money. Oh, and we should probably sell... Oh, that's right. This guy doesn't buy garbage. We have to go to the garbage dump for that. Found during... Or formed during the mantle's tie-dye phase. Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah, but see, although it says, I wonder if it's worth anything, it doesn't say should probably be sold. So I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, that seems to be it. Oh. A nice rice needs a constant nurturing. It's a full-time job. I'd rather eat mangoes than watch the sunset. Also, you guys, I think we went all the way through night. The only other thing that I wanted to talk about there is, so everybody loves Scott Bakula. Where is that child? I've been looking for him all over. He's been acting all sorts of strange. I think he must have eaten a bad fruit or something. If you see him, tell him his mother is looking for him. Don't mention that I'm extremely mad. Brandon Braga seems like kind of a weird dude, I have to say. Specifically, what I mean is that very early on, like almost one of the first things this gets talked about is he started talking about like the casting process and talked about how like Scott Bakula was on from the very beginning, and then he starts going, and then you, and then you, and then he just like, or almost out of nowhere goes like, yeah, the females are always hard to cast. The females are always really hard to cast. And I felt like even though this is something that is edited together, you could almost feel the temperature drop in the room as this guy who's like the showrunner just starts. It's a weird thing to me all of the time when somebody substitutes the word woman for female in a sentence where woman would be just perfectly acceptable. Women are always particularly hard to cast. That in and of itself is like a weird statement to me. I'm not a casting director. I don't know. Maybe that's true. I can't speak to that. It sounds weird to say, oh yeah, men, we cast them all the time, but women are hard to cast. Okay, that seems weird to me, but I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. What's definitely not a thing is saying females are hard to cast, because I've said this before. You can have a female lawyer, a female doctor, a female senator, a female gorilla, a female zebra, a female prawn. What you don't have are females. Like, that's just the noun that's used. Female is an adjective. Woman is a person. And to say females are hard to cast, it just sounds fucking weird to me. And I gotta say, I felt like it landed fucking weird in the room. Also, I think that this is probably the walrus person. But before I move on, and we're gonna keep playing, this was one of two things where Brandon Braga started talking about the females. And we'll get to the second one in just a second. Oh, you're back. Wait, how was this person's voice? Did you manage to find the missing print? No, it was already sold. But how? Wait, is there a competing artist, collector roaming around? A walrus lady, you say? Of course it was her. Oh, that horrid woman. That dim-witted, egotistic, patronizing charlatan. She calls herself the collector, if you can believe it. She doesn't even collect anything. Oh, I'm sure she bought the print only to spot me. But I should have never told her about my collection. That ugly-ass sack face. Okay? Well, I'm not the one to wave away competition. The ugly witch is in hiding from you. I don't specifically know why, but news of the new Spiritfarer made her skitter away like a puny cockroach. How fitting. Yes, you're the Spiritfarer. Tell me something I don't know. She should have known better than to tell me the location of her hideout, though. She's hiding at these coordinates, -150 by 150. Pay her a visit, wouldn't you? And when you see her, show her this figurine. She'll know. Believe me, she'll know. This? Oh, don't worry, it's just some junk Theodore gave me. It's a ceramic figurine. Hello to Patikin! Patikin, I would like to ask you about control. Okay, we did get in here. I was looking for the door that we got the key to. And we found a large Glim bottle and some linen seeds. So, Then, a little bit later in the conversation, because it's supposed to be like a dialogue, a conversation between one of the showrunners and the principal cast, reflecting on 10 years of Star Trek Enterprise, Brandon Braga goes to Linda Park. She goes, oh, by the way, Linda, do you do any of the conventions? Do you ever go to like conventions, like the Star Trek convention? She starts to go like, yeah, I've done a couple. And so Brandon Braga like borderline interrupts her to say, yeah, the females are really, really, really mysterious to me. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is such a weird, like, self-exposure that you're doing right now that you appear to know that John Billingsley and Scott Bakula and Connor Trenier and someday I'm going to remember Dominic's last name, that they all do Star Trek conventions, but you don't have any idea if Linda Park has done any. Oh, God damn it. I want to do both of them, right? Like, we want to get to the top one as well because there's another fishbowl there. And the fact that you haven't bothered to keep up with her or ask her any questions, that means that the females are mysterious to you? Why would that be? What if, and I'm just saying, Brandon Braga, it doesn't have anything to do with her gender, but just the fact that you didn't ask her before this. Why is it like, why do you gotta make it weird? You look like you're on a mission, let me guess. My mom sent you, right? Yes? It was a matter of time. I like being on this lamppost. I like taking my time. If that doesn't gel with my mom and her conception of time, well, too bad. Her house, her rules? I don't think so. I'm gonna go live in the mountains and not bother anyone. Let's see if she likes that. Hey, kid, do you know how to get slightly higher than this? It's possible that with more speed, like if we slide down the roof, we'll be able to get there. Brandon Braga is saying Brandon Braga is not in the chat. Patikin says, I'm so sorry, Patikin. I don't know why. Patikin says, my PS5 controller does a weird thing on the game. Oh, right, I was there. Yeah, like it doesn't let you run forward consistently. On the game, though, where running sometimes just stops for less than a second. Use my PS4 controller, but Rumble does not work there, and it's a game issue. People using Xbox have the same. With the no Rumble. Patikin, I played that whole game with a controller. I could not tell you at this moment if I had Rumble or not. Oh God. Okay, so I think the speed is there, but I still need to jump a little bit earlier. So yeah, like that's weird. And by the way, when he said that, suddenly Scott Bakula circled back around. Like now it feels weird for Linda Park to answer the question about whether or not she does Star Trek conventions, because A, the answer is yes, and B, now she's been like highlighted as being a cryptic female or a mysterious female or whatever, which is just like, I was like physically cringing while watching this. My producer left the room. This was fucking weird. I'm just letting you know. It's amazing to me that this is like a publishing that was edited and put together, because I would have wanted a lot of this stuff cut out. The third thing, and this is the only other thing. Oh, but what was I going to say is that Scott Bakula then circled back to say, by the way, why are women harder to cast? And it became very clear immediately that Brandon Braga, like I said, is like a weird dude. I don't know where he's coming from. I don't know why he's talking this way. But what I do know is that suddenly you can see it, that Scott Bakula makes the decision right there. Okay, that's twice. I need to help him out. So what I'm going to do is attempt to maneuver him verbally. Topic-wise, around to talking about the fact that in Star Trek, women are more challenging to cast because of, by the way, this was a thing on Next Generation, for example. Marina Sirtis and Gates McFadden have talked about this. The network, the studio, would send in notes about their hair and how they had to slimmed down a little bit, like really fucking ugly stuff. Not coming from the people working on the show, by the way, not from Brandon Braga and Rick Berman, but coming from higher up. Apparently there was one like the president of network programming was super into how the women on Star Trek looked and dressed and had a lot of notes for them on how it should be done. So here's Scott Bakula trying with all of his considerable might and charisma to throw a rope to Brandon Braga, who just doesn't seem to recognize what's going on right now, but that's okay. And then the only other thing that happened, and then we'll continue with the fun animal game, is Brandon Braga started to say a third thing, and honest to God, I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was the third thing during this 90-minute thing of like the females. And Scott Bakula, God bless his soul, interrupted him and said, I think what you mean is that the women on our show are amazing. They're amazing. And I think we should leave it there. Like he like borderline, like physically interceded to say, stop it. Go on, move to another topic, stop it. I don't know what Brandon Braga was about to say, but clearly Scott Bakula did. And there's no more talk after that point about the females. If you speak aloud in any sort of language, you have at one point or another had the experience of really just shoving your whole foot in your mouth. I've done it. I've done it on stream. It feels awful. You say something that comes out the wrong way, you realize that you got lost in your own thought and what you've just said doesn't reflect the way that you feel or anything like that. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt because I would ask of you that you give me the benefit of the doubt. Someday, some way, probably frequently, I will say something that, no, now that I think about it, that's not what I mean. That's poorly phrased. It was a terrible analogy, slip of the tongue, whatever else. And that sucks. I don't think that people should ever be held accountable for the worst thing that they say, the dumbest thing they say, some thought or idea that just comes tumbled out without any real consideration. And then you're like, oh my God, oh no, no. On the day that that does happen, though, I can only say that you would want to have yourself a wingman like Scott Bakula, who is there to help course correct you, to throw you that lifeline, to help you out, to take a moment to clarify what you might have been thinking of, and if necessary, to say, you need to shut up now. You need to stop it. And we can now move on to something that is not this topic because you are not prepared for it. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to talk about this because it really, honestly, is not about dumping on Brandon Braga. I don't know what his story is. He could be a fantastic writer and yet not able to express himself aloud in the way that like a professional actor can. Some people just kind of a little bit awkward and it just doesn't come out the way that they intend. The man should not be vilified for this. It would be best if he maybe rethought the way that he refers to the women that he works with in his cast, but that's not to say that he's a bad human being. Little bit weird for sure. But what we do want is to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I think that Scott Bakula was really desperately attempting to do that, and I thought that he was really being a good friend in that moment when everybody else in the room was, oh, this is very uncomfortable. I will also note that Jolene Blaylock and Linda Park spoke what felt like very, very little, and I do not know if that was because of the tone set by Rick Berman, Brandon Braga, or because they are just they don't really talk at things like this unless they are directly addressed, or because Jolene Blaylock was attempting not to beat Brandon Braga to death with her chair. I don't know. I think that last thing was actually somewhat possible based on her body language, but then again, I don't know her at all. All I can say is that I think that she is known, from what I've seen, for having like a very, very quick wit and sharp tongue, and she held that back during this. I think that she probably was not giving out what she maybe wanted to, and that showed a lot of restraint, and that's all I wanted to say about it. Sorry, Stella, oh, damn it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let's play the game. I'm done wasting my time. I won't be looking for that hoodlum anymore. I don't need him to be happy. I don't need to hear his stupid jokes and incessant yammering. I don't need to be suffocated by his floral cologne. I don't need to have him constantly showering me with praise. I don't need to see his flamboyant mane. I don't, hey, let's go back to the boat, Munchkin. Yes, let's go back to the boat. We found what we came for, which is actually nothing at all about Giovanni. But we do know that we want to go find the coordinates at negative 150 and 150. Maxine has to go to sleep. Maxine, thank you so much for hanging out. Before we go too much more further, Patikin was saying... ... Ronan was saying that he thinks that he played with keyboard and mouse, so no rumble for him. Patikin continued playing with the PS5 controller, but might just switch it to my PS4 controller because it works with running. I can say that if I had to choose function or style with the rumble, I'd have to go with function. A letter from Albert. Oh, we also found a message in a bottle. Help me, I'm lost at sea. Hopefully this bottle reaches your friend. Okay, I hope, does this get marked? 58 negative 11. I want to remember. Hold on. You know what I'll do? I will write it down. Because I'm going to forget where to go. So hold on. If we have to keep a checklist. Okay, so. Lost at sea is 58 by negative 11. And then let's read the other one as well. The front reads, special giveaway. Dear valued customer, we are running a special promotion. Enclosed is a new type of building, all part of our Funtacular series. An air draft device. Ooh, we hope you enjoy your time soaring through the air. You know what the air draft device might be? A fan that blows up for the boat. That's what I bet, because we just got a, I'm acting like I've decoded this, but let's open that as well. It brought up like a new blueprint thing. Build. Sawmill we already have. Foundry. We don't have a foundry, do we? I feel like we don't have a foundry. I feel like we cannot fit a foundry. Oh no. So, we're gonna have to move some stuff around. Jab said she was on Conan, Jolene Blaylock. She was a good guest. Her and Conan interacted well and seemed to like each other. Yeah, let me tell you something. If Jolene Blaylock does not like you, I'm pretty sure that she lets you know about it. Because I don't think that she was a big fan of Brandon Braga. But, again, I'm not her. I'm not here to, like, read her mind on this. Foundry. Okay, so we can fit it here as long as we don't care about it being hideously ugly. We can fit it here as long as we don't care that one farm is on top of another and it looks weird. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's build the foundry so we have it. Then I want to move this here and then that there, so at least the larger farm is on top of the smaller one. And now we'll bring this in. Ugh. Okay, so we can... Okay, how about this? We fit this here, and then can we move Gwen's house in here? We can. Oops. No, we can't. Okay, how about, what if we open this up like that? Oh, this is ugly as shit. Okay. What if Oh my goodness, Marquack, thank you so much for the cheer. I am trying to fit, and we're trying to Tetris our buildings together. We're trying to Tetris our buildings together in a way that doesn't look hideously ugly, but I hope that you've had a great Monday so far. Okay, let's put that there. So this is over as far as it can go to the right. We could move this up. Okay, hold on. That fits really nicely there. So now we're onto something. What if... I don't know. I feel like that wastes so much space, though. And that wastes... What is that, like... That's like 16 squares, I feel like, are wasted there. This is... not that much less. Yuck. I don't know. Okay, well, the ladders there go together pretty well. You know, we can still get up here. We could move this down here. Oh, does that seriously fit right there? Okay, I'll take that. Platform Platypus, hello to you, says like Resident Evil inventory management. There's like a whole game about there that, isn't there? Isn't it called like, inventory boss or something like that? Particularly saying there's a sprint setting where you can choose between toggle on, and off, and hold. That's for both keyboard and controller. Keyboard is the second option, and controller is the first option. Patine's testing some stuff with the in-game settings. Yeah, Maxine is lurking. Thank you again for that. Marquack, I hope that you're having a great Monday. You too, Platform Platypus. Is there? It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I have not... Like, I don't know much about it, but I've seen people reference it, and it seems to be pretty... well received. So the big problem with this is that, like, this space down here is now a total loss. There's nothing... Hold on, does this fit? Hold on, this might fit in there. No. So I think we just need to focus on getting a larger boat, honestly. I don't think that we can do very much. Yeah, this might just be how it goes for now. So we've got the loom, the kitchen, the garden, the field, the foundry. So we've got everything that we know of on this field. Astrid's bungalow. Oh, is Astrid the lion? Is Astrid the lion? Oh, hello to, Nexus HD Plus, who says, what's up? I hope that you're having a great Monday. And hello to Harmonious Crow. Hold on, you know what? Let's, it's been a minute. Why don't we very quickly, let's do some shout-outs. Do a shout-out for Platform Platypus. And we'll do one for, Patikin. And we'll do one for Harmonious Crow. And I don't know if he's here today, but we'll do one for Caroluna. And then More Than a Mia. Yeah, hello to Spatman as well. Sorry, let me just minimize. I hope everybody's had a great Monday. For anybody that came in a little bit, like as we've been going, I actually had a really good Monday. It was very busy. A lot of stuff got done. But, like, sometimes you have a good Monday where it's just the absence of bad things. Well, actually, I guess that does sort of qualify here as well. Hold on, Summer's Sanctuary. We want to do this because we now have the oak logs, and she's been waiting longer. Like, Astrid just got here. I don't feel comfortable building Astrid's house first, and yeah, I know it doesn't matter, but it matters to me. So we're going to get the oak planks, and in order to do that, we got to go to sleep. because I don't want to run the sawmill in the dead of night. Oh, Harmonious Crow finished Black Book. How did you like it? Also, oh, you guys, this is for both Crow and Platform Platypus. Similar to when Patikan played it, I have had to stay out of Apps, God of War Ragnarok streams, but that game is on sale this week. I think that we might pick it up. I don't know when I'll play it, but it's on like its first pretty good sale. How much playtime do you have in Spiritfarer so far? Asks Nexus HD. Is there a way to know? This is episode 4. I say that the previous episodes average around 2 to 3 hours, so we'd call this probably approaching hour 12. I don't want to quit, not yet. I don't know if it says on... You know what? Let's see if we can find out at the end, and then we'll have a running tally. I would estimate about 11 to 12. Crow loved Black Book. We'll do a write-up soon. Awesome. Crow, is that posted someplace? And can you put the link in the chat for everybody? Oh, Crow's going to play System Shock. Crow, that's another game that went on sale this week. Very much looking forward to that. I've heard amazing things about... Wow, I feel like I'm suddenly like super amped up. I have heard really, really, really good things about the System Shock remake, which if you know anything about the development of the System Shock remake, is the least likely outcome for that game. I'm so happy that it turned out well. Like, I haven't played it, I can't comment on it, but based on the critical reception and like the reception from players who have done it, huge congratulations to the devs who at one point had to start completely over. When was the last time? It is going to be up on Crow's site. Crow, please do feel free to... Yes, perfect. theharmoniouscrow.com. 100% acceptable, Crow. Yes. Crow, I'll let you know if you, like... Oh, whoops, I didn't need to do that. I think that Mia would be extremely happy to also have that posted, but just so you know in advance, that, like, there's... Like, you can't do links in Mia's chat. What you'll normally do is, like, add something to the stream deck so that she can do the shout out for you. So, oh, crud. Let's do at least 10 logs, and then we'll go forward. Every log is multiple planks, so let's do 3 for now. I'm really bad at this, by the way, for the benefit of, like, HD Crow Remix. Sorry, because I can't read names and do this. Okay, I don't know how many planks I just got. Okay, you know what's going to be way faster? Just go to the thing and find out, because I don't know how many I need either. The Harmonious Crow. The one and only. Yes, indeed. No one should forget it. Sorry, build? Yes? I need 2 more. Okay. So, I'm gonna gamble... Like, we can obviously do more, but let's put in 1 log and see if that's gonna do it. 1. We got 2 logs. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll come back and do more when we need them. But now we can do Summer Sanctuary, I hope. Because she's been waiting for a while. God damn it. Okay, so that fits together about as well as we're gonna do. It's it's such a ramshackle joke. I'm so bad at this. So that waste some space. I feel like this doesn't waste any space, or it wastes a minimal amount of space. So we're gonna do this for now. Black. Okay. And we can't like turn this around. Y is track. Oh, that's to track the build materials. Okay. And now we already have a tools workshop. Yeah, so can we do Astrid's bungalow? We still can. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not happening. Why does it have to be so big? So now I'm thinking, like, is it even possible to do this? I really shouldn't have built everything yet. Or it moved everything into position. Is it even possible to build that on this size boat? And we're gonna maneuver around to see if we can... Well, hold on. That might be enough space right there. Build Astrid's bungalow. Yes. Okay, so we can fit it in right there. Just straight out of Edith Finch. Okay. Everybody has a house. Nexus is asking, what's your current objective? A couple objectives. Oh, and Crow was saying that hippo is way too agile. It's a frog. Yes, Atoll is a frog. Pork chops are... Oh, we have the pork chops for him. I almost forgot. Hold on. Give. Now, we might just feed him. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, hold on. We want the cooked version. We might just... Oh, no, we didn't cook it yet. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of competing thoughts. Hey, do you feel that heat, Munchkin? Do you smell those fragrances of molten metals and heavy machinery? This is where the magic happens. We're gonna make some beautiful things in here. Let's go inside so I can explain how it works. Platform Platypus is correctly saying a... Oops. Oh, this is the door. Okay. Also, we were asked, what's the current objective? So, we want to give Atoll some pork chops, find a second sheep and escort it back to Mount Toriyama. Yeah. Talk to Astrid, which is our next thing. We're looking to travel to Susan's museum and talk to Summer. What a machine. Oh my! Stella, this is a first-class foundry you've got here. Even I myself couldn't have done better. Simply stunning. Let me run you through the basics. This is a complex machine. You have to be careful around it. First, you have to load ore into the furnace. Then you have to throw coal in the burner to power it. The machine will then reach its working temperature. Then whatever ore you deposit into the furnace will be smelted into ingots. The bellows on each side of the furnace will make the heat go up. Each metal will behave differently, but once the right temperature is reached, the fusion starts. You'll have to make sure the temperature remains at the right level. Below it, the process simply stops, and above it, well, you don't want to see this happen, Munchkin. And that's it. I've told you all you need to know. Have at it. Okay, well, so we do have some copper and stuff, but hopefully we don't burn the entire boat down. Copper. Finalized. We're only going to do one to start with. Platform Platypus feels like the kitty is cheating. How do you not love the game with that? Oh, yeah, no, the cat is wonderful. The cat is Daffodil. Super awesome. Harmonious Core is saying, can you get a bigger boat? Yes, that's one of the things. I think we have, like, the level 3 boat right now, and I haven't checked to see what we need to get the next level because we were doing, like, story quests. And then I talked for, like, 45 minutes about Star Trek Enterprise. Okay, so we need coal, and we've got that. And now we go... Oh, wait, I didn't put it in, I don't think. This is not enough coal. Let's put in a lot of coal. Wait. X. Oh. Okay, so you X, you don't jump on it. So I think I keep the... Oops, that's too hot. Okay, so I think as long as we keep it below the danger threshold, we're good. This is the first time I've done any smelting on my wooden boat, so... Forgive me if I go astray. Was that... Hold on. So that was all the copper that we had. And now I have a copper ingot. Okay. I can think of a few reasons not to do more of that, except that we can probably do it while we're moving. So let me talk to her and then her. Stella! You gotta be kidding me. This house... Oh, she's happy about the house. This house is just fantastic. You know, I love simple things. Simple things that make me feel good and warm inside. What can I say? I just don't like it when it's too complicated or luxurious. I just don't. That's who I am. I've always been like that as far as I can remember.
When I was young, many of my friends were pretty rich and famous. You know, artists, philosophers, sports athletes. I'm always attracted to the finest people, what can I say? But it didn't mean a thing back then, and it still doesn't up to this day. That's probably why I ended up marrying Giovanni. He was so simple, yet so elegant. So genuine, but also fun and unpretentious. And he didn't have a dime to his name. Still doesn't, I guess. Okay, I gotta admit, I think I miss him. I know I shouldn't. I know he's worthless riffraff. I know he probably doesn't give a shit about me now, but I just can't forget about him. Hey, Munchkin, do you think you can check the mail? Maybe Olga's written to us about him, as she said she would. I would be so grateful if you did. Thanks a lot, Stella. I won't forget this. So for anybody that's like coming in, like these are all like, we're a Spiritfarer, and I think that we're trying to like help everybody along on their like journeys, just like they're helping Stella. That's my character. Oh, incredible, Stella. Wood, plants. There's even an all-natural room for meditation. You really outdid yourself. How well I'll sleep in that hanging bed. Yes, I'll be back to full health in no time at all. And maybe... Listen, I have a favor to ask of you. It's become obvious... Hold on, Uncle Hattel's coming by. It's become obvious to me that I need to take better care of myself. Let the body listen to the mind. To that end, I need clarity. I need power and energy. Positive minerals are what I'm missing right now. Stones and crystals are connected to the world on an elementary level. Just as the moon is dark when hidden from the sun, living beings wither when their telluric link is severed. So Stella, what do you say? Can you bring me some gems and minerals to fill up my cabinet? 3 of them should be enough. It won't be for nothing, you'll see. I can teach you all about the interesting properties of each one you bring me. I just happen to have a diamond, actually. Spatman says... since you asked earlier, I had a really active Monday today. Went out cycling and found myself like 11 to 12 kilometers beeline away from home before I returned. The whole trek took about 3 hours, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to wake up with dead legs and no arse tomorrow, but it felt good, and I even saw some horsies. That sounds like a great day. Spatman, that sounds like a wonderful day. Oh, God, everybody's super hungry, by the way. So let's give him squid skewer. He seems like he'd like that. The service on this ship is incredible.
We haven't given him a hug. By the way, if anybody hasn't seen it, check out the hug animations. They're all so good. Oh, and also, I'm pretty sure that if you guys do local co-op... Hey, who was it? Hold on. Is the person still here? Give me 1 second. Nexus HD... Yeah, Nexus HD Plus. Is it correct that if you do local co-op, the second person can play as the cat? Because that's my theory and I don't know. Okay, so he's pretty happy. I've got something... Oh, he doesn't want to talk right now. Oh, I went to hug him again. So he is excited about his sawmill, remembers his old family, has a nice house, a hug, and eaten a meal that he likes. Okay. So we're good with him. This is Stella's place, or Summer's place. Stella, can you hear my stomach? It's restless. Do you have a little something for me? Like a gerbil, some sort of a small rodent that I can swallow whole. So she likes desserts, and she doesn't like the same thing twice. So let's try poached fruit. Another treat. A dessert will always cheer me up. Just don't tell my teeth. Let's talk. When the dragon found me back home, I knew I had to leave. I felt I wouldn't heal unless I left. I didn't know it then, but I needed love, and no love was to be found in this accursed place. But in my exile, I met your aunt. I'd never seen anyone as joyful as Rose, filled to the brim with an uncontainable life. You remind me a lot of her, Stella. She nursed me back to health little by little. Without her, well, Dragon would have taken me. Right there, I'm sure of it. And I never would have met you. She taught me, not as one normally teaches, but by opening my eyes to what was already within. To the rich interior life, unquashed by the dragon, unquashed by my father. To the interconnectedness of all things, to the universal love. This immense debt I owe her, well, maybe that's why I feel the need to teach you. So, do we just give it to her directly, the gems? Because I've got at least one diamond that I feel like qualifies as a gem. Also, does the quartz qualify as like something that she wants? I don't want that. No, it doesn't. So let's see about the gems, though. Yeah, hold on. So let's give her one of everything if we can. I don't want that either. You idiot. Why don't you give me the gems I asked for, not the ones that you have on hand? Oh, is that a piece of citrine? Did you know that citrine promoted motivation and activated creativity? I've also heard that it encourages self-expression and enhances concentration. A true mind revitalizer and emotions balancing stone. Okay, cool. Let's give her... So, A, what happens if we give her more citrine? I don't want that anymore. I've already got one. If you have more than one of those, then your mind gets overstimulated. I don't want that. Okay. I wouldn't mind if it kept us on the same tab. So here's an opal. Oh, an opal. A burning stone of passion and love. The stone of seduction, which resonates with burning desires and releases inhibition, but stabilizes emotions as well. In other contexts, opal also brings about loyalty and faithfulness. Okay. Hold on, I don't see any reason not to continue doing this. Let's give her an amethyst. An amethyst? What a treat. Amethysts are healing stones, you know. Ailments, emotional issues, nightmares, and other afflictions can be cured with the power of amethyst. They're great to balance chakras as well. Specifically the crown chakra. Give. Oh, we can no longer give. I think she wants to go to bed. Sorry, that was just very funny. The game is so wonderfully animated, and then the go to sleep for Stella the snake, or Summon the snake, was plop. Sorry, let me check chat really quickly. Oh, wait, did we have that conversation? Fox, really? About the dragon? Wow, I completely forgot. Harmony says, you're a snake. You don't have teeth, do you? I think snakes have, like, fangs, don't they? Both poisonous and non-poisonous. Nexus Googled it. In multiplayer, you can play as the cat. There you go. Platform Platypus reminds me of Disney's Robin Hood. I bet if Gwen were available... Oh, hold on. Gwen's gone. Hold on. Find Gwen's whereabouts. I can't find her in the boat. She got off someplace. I was going to say that Gwen is particularly Disney's Robin Hood to me. Okay, hold on. Our stove shut down like 1,000,000 years ago. Let's mix some strawberries with some nothing, because I don't have anything that mixes well with strawberries. We'll cook all the strawberries. I've never had a cooked strawberry, I don't think. I'm not sure that it would be good. Humble abode. Oh, right. We were specifically asked to check the letter. Okay, the front reads to Astrid. Astrid, big news. You'll be glad to know that my sources have finally panned out. I heard my sister Masha might know something about your husband's whereabouts. You should go and drop in on her. Spatman says, not gonna lie though, that was the awesomest day I've had in months. That's so cool, Spatman. In the last few days in particular were spent eating and eating and eating to make up for the nicotine withdrawal. Spatman, I think I've shared in the past that my each of my parents separately quit smoking. It was a challenge for them, and they made it through, and they are very, very happy that they did. So I don't know if stories of like other people persevering is at all inspiring, but I just figured that I'd offer that up here at least once. No, darn it. Hold on. Spatman says, I don't know if it's going to be successful, but I'm going to keep trying. Spatman, every day that you make it is another day of success. Every day is one day more than you had the day before. I I don't feel like I've developed like the language to talk about this, but you know, I've shared also on stream, there was one period in my life where I was recovering from some particularly rough surgery, and the way that I made it through sometimes was, oh, I just want to pet this cat for a while. Oh, what's happening? Is this only stargazing? I'm moving the stick. This is fine if it is, but we've not had it go to like a constellation before. No, I feel like that's okay. I mean, that's really nice. Okay. I think the following things. I think we're going to go to sleep. I think we're going to set a course for the place that I wrote down, the Lost at Sea, because I'm going to forget that unless we do. Yeah, so to Harmonious Crow's question, there's a shark that can upgrade the boat for us, and he's actually a really nice shark. He's very temperate and well adjusted, as I feel like all of the characters are in this game. This game is like chill squared. There's a ton of stuff to do, but absolutely no pressure or constraints. It's, hey, here's something that you could go do. You could go get a bigger boat. Oh, the pork chops. I keep not cooking these. So I'm going to assume, then again, hold on. Let's cook one for Uncle Atoll, because I want to have the ability to mix and match the pork chops with other types of ingredients. Okay, so we want to go to 58, -11. Oh, is there like a special fish over here? So, hold on. 58, -11. 58, -11. Well, good luck getting here. 58, -11. Okay, so this is where we want to go. You know what? Let's just go there. And then if we get caught on something along the way, then we'll readjust our navigation. Spatman says the trickiest thing right now is falling asleep, I feel. Or maybe not even. Just the thought of having to go to bed sweating and twitching like this is what kept me from making it the past 2 days in my recent attempts. Or past day 2. I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to deal with this shit better. What I can say is that there's a lot of benefit in support. Other people who have gone through it, making use of any other like aids there are to help to quell the cravings. It's not like this specific experience is not one that I've had, but I observed it in each of my parents, and it was very challenging for them, but they took it one day at a time, one night at a time. Sorry. I went to look at chat again. And I think Spatman, the bike ride that you took is probably a very, very healthy way to try to like keep your mind on something else. As you said, tomorrow you might be very sore. So it doesn't mean that you have to do another bike ride of a similar intensity in order to get the benefit of it. Tomorrow, a walk might be the best thing. Or, you know, if you can go someplace, go for a swim. Or, oh, a fancy vase. Sometimes the key is, you know, keeping the body busy so the mind can focus on that. So if anybody's joining, I think the mechanics of this are probably pretty clear. It's X to reel, but you don't want it to turn so red that the line breaks. Oh, and somebody wants to talk as well. Oh, we were gonna smelt as well. I'm sitting here fishing when we were gonna do some more smelting. Platform Platypus is asking if you got any, like, gum or patches to help. Yeah, the goal is... The way to think about it, I think, is... The goal is... get yourself to a place where you feel better and you feel more healthy. On that line, any help that you can look into is, well worth it. Oh, Stella, how I wished all the metal workers I've met were as gifted as you are. You look so small and weak, but you dance around the smelter like a veteran forge master. I'm so proud of you. This is a splendid machine, and I'm sure you'll put it to good use. I'll even indulge myself and use it from times to times, if you're okay with that. Indeed I am. So, we're still on the path, but we do have something else to say to Summer. I think that's Summer's thing. Oh, Stella. And with that last gem, my basic medicine cap... Oh, that's right, she only wanted 3. If you were to add a little table or altar to my meditation room, well, you could come and admire it at any time. In any case, I'm truly grateful for all your help. You were always, after all, a radiating presence. A beacon of light. Stella, I hadn't planned on it, but I think I have something more important to teach you. But our next class, well, we'll have to leave the boat for it. I've heard of a nice spot in Mount Toriyama, on a hill overlooking the horizon. I think it would make for a nice classroom. I'm ready when you are. Just set sail. We just went to Mount Toriyama too. So, wait, where was I gonna go? Oh, hold on. No, I didn't mean to ring the bell. Hey, I heard we received another letter from Olga. Masha, you say? She's her sister, and she might know something about Giovanni's location? Huh, okay, good. Let's go talk to her then. She is, how to put it, special. Me and her, let's say we've never been friends. And Stella, thanks for playing messenger. You're wonderful. Surprisingly, you guys, you do have to water the crops when it's raining.
Oh, a lightning storm. Don't be scared. Want to catch as many bolts as you can? That's the spirit. Just stand below each hit. I'm not trying to kill you.
Wait, I did say yes, right? Oh, hold on. I'm not even sure if I have any empty bottles, but we'll get some glims for it.
No!
You guys, I will be happy to read chat again once I am no longer Benjamin Franklining. Go down. Down. No! Down. Down with the down. Darn it. Yeah, see, now I'm out of the rhythm. I'm not going to get to that one in time. Okay, I think that's our storm. Platform Platypus is saying whoever smelt it, dealt it. Indeed, especially true in some sort of a furnace. Oh god, can we get the pork chops now? I would really like to do this, and we are running out of time, because I gotta stop about right around 8 p.m. here.
I wonder where Gwen could be. Maybe she took a trip to clear her head. You should look for your friend, Stella. Also, can I please have some pork chops? Should be in here somewhere.
Pork chops. Give.
What?
Pork chops.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so excited! They look so damn tasty, and they are! Sprout, you're a miracle, you know that? Oh, this is just so good. Ah, now I feel a bit guilty. And I'm sorry you're running all these culinary errands for me. Look, there was this kid at work, Craig. We used to have these long and tight union negotiations, all-nighters. everyone would be at a standstill. Everyone was so hungry and every restaurant was closed. I would send Craig to these endless 24-hour grocery store crawls for me. I would ask for these impossible gets, saffron, sumac, even anise, which I might have just mispronounced, so I don't actually know. Anyway, it was like something like 2 o'clock in the morning. Our goal was to make the tastiest chops in the world, a meal for everyone, on both sides of the table, to calm heads and appease stomachs. The first part didn't always work, but everyone was always well fed. I don't know how he did it, but Craig would always find everything on my list. I would joke with him from time to time that he would have to break into people's houses to get this stuff. Geez, maybe he did. I don't know how you did it, Sprout. You made it taste like home. Here's to you and Craig.
By the way, anise. There we go. Thank you to Crow. Spatman says, my longest no nicotine... Oh, it's going to rain again. Streak has been like 1.5 years, several years ago. That was with support from some random guy on the subreddit for quitting. So I know I can do it. Maybe that's what has made it easy for me to quit attempts on the grounds of, oh, I can just do it later. Well, the great thing about quitting is that once you do it for good, you've succeeded. You never have to do it twice. You just have to do it the one time. Yeah, Simulator says that it's nearly 8. What I want to do, Simulator, is like get to the destination, and then we'll save it there. That's my thought. But yeah, we're not going to have time to do any smelting. I'm going to have to remember how to do that for next episode. But yeah, if you look up at the top left, our star is almost at its destination. Nexus has to go to bed. Nexus, thank you so much for hanging out. I will again note that the bot stopped doing any sort of shout-outs for follows. So just in case anybody has followed during this episode, thank you guys very, very much. Again, if you missed the beginning of this episode and you notice an occasional pop in the microphone, that's actually the game, believe it or not. No other game that we play has that particular symptom. So I'm gonna gamble that we can save it here and that we will be able to help at the start of the next episode, because we are up against, admittedly, a little bit of a soft stop, but a good time to end here. You guys, this was a ton of fun, and it always is, but I like to wrap up these episodes by saying I had by Monday standards, a very good and productive Monday. Some good stuff happened, felt pretty good, made some progress on some stuff that we're working on, and yet I still came into this episode feeling kind of tired, kind of run down, and I just feel so much better after getting to hang out with you guys. And what did we do in this episode? We talked a lot about like the cast of Star Trek Enterprise and the way that show didn't meet the expectations of the people working on it, and these kind of weird interactions in this roundtable that I watched. And I don't know, I felt like it was a fun topic to talk about while we did some advancement in Spiritfarer and just relaxed from a nice, productive, super pleasant Monday. Nexus HD did follow, might see you around. Yes, hopefully we'll see you around next time. We're intermixing Spiritfarer with some other games that we're playing, but we will hopefully be playing this again later in the week because it's just a great time. And on that note, let's go find somebody fun to raid. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to Patikin and Crow, Platform Platypus, Salamander, Solid Chrome Hickey, Fox McCloud, Spatman. I'm both worried about replicating and then duplicating rather, and then failing to say hello to people. Jab, just scrolling up. We had a lot of people stop by. It was a really fun time. Marquack, yeah, thank you to Marquack for the cheer. Did I say Ruination Ronin yet? Just in case I didn't. Thank you to and Borlak. Yeah, who we talked about at least briefly. And Fun Bear. Yes. Okay. So we're going to call it there. Crow is saying such a lovely game. Always fun to watch. It really is. It really is very cool. And we'll go find somebody fun to raid. Maybe App or Red Rum is on. And if not, Jelly Buns. There's all sorts of great people we'll find. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much. And I hope you have a great evening.